How to reverse type 2 diabetes permanently. Let's talk about type 2 diabetes now, the big issue. It's a party crash that has invaded the lives of millions of people globally, resulting in a great deal of suffering and medical problems. It's time we talked about how to get rid of this unwanted visitor. Our goal for the day? Find a way to reverse type 2 diabetes permanently. Although it seems like a tall order, I assure you that it is not as difficult as it seems. So fasten your seatbelts and prepare to delve deeply into the topic of diabetes. Comprehending diabetes type 2. Imagine type 2 diabetes as an unwelcome visitor who not only raids your refrigerator but also leaves a mess. Put more simply, it's a disorder where your body fails to use insulin as it should, which raises blood sugar levels. We all support sweetness, but not to this extent. Unfortunately, it's like beating a dead horse because this insulin-resistant party makes your pancreas work extra hard to produce more insulin to get glucose into your cells. Let's now discuss insulin, our unsung hero. Insulin acts as a VIP pass in a body free of diabetes, letting glucose enter the cells. However, type 2 diabetes causes the VIP pass to be ignored by the dormant, your cells, which causes a buildup of sugar in your bloodstream. It's like being turned away from your favorite band's performance even though you have backstage passes. Last but not least, consider the disastrous outcomes in the event that this diabetes scandal is not adequately handled. Diabetes that is not managed can result in a wide range of health issues. Uncontrolled diabetes poses long-term risks for kidney disease, heart disease, stroke, nerve damage, and vision issues. So let's take this health threat out of our lives seriously. Changes in lifestyle. Okay, so now we know who our enemy is. Let's now prepare for our battle plan, shall we? Your kitchen is actually your first battlefield, believe it or not. Choosing the right foods can have a big impact on managing diabetes. When you're lost, it's like having a good map, it can help you find your way again. Who's low carb? What's high fiber? Yes, it sounds like a new indie band, but that's actually the secret to beating diabetes. Like a dream team in a buddy cop film, this diet is unstoppable when combined despite its members' differences. The advantages of complete meals. No, I'm not referring to the chain of supermarkets. Whole foods are minimally processed and refined, or they are unprocessed and unrefined. They contain nothing artificial or sweetened, they are simply the uncut version of your favorite movie. The impact of weight control on diabetes control. Yes, the infamous W word. But let's be honest, feeling good about yourself is just as important as looking good when it comes to maintaining a healthy weight. Imagine it like a seesaw, as your weight decreases, so does your sensitivity to insulin, and presto, you're well on your way to reversing diabetes. So, shall we not throw caution to the wind? The significance of monitoring blood sugar. All set to solve a mystery? If you're Sherlock Holmes and your blood glucose is the elusive culprit, monitoring your blood sugar levels is like cracking a mystery. You can learn a lot about how your body reacts to stress, food, exercise, and medications by getting regular checks. Never forget that every blood sugar check is a step closer to understanding the mystery of diabetes. Regular glucose monitoring is like a video game cheat code, it's your hidden weapon. It helps you prevent the negative effects of high or low blood sugar levels and provides you with real-time insights. Bring out the glucose meter, and let's begin to interpret those numbers. The glycemic index rates how quickly a food raises your blood sugar, acting as a kind of report card for your diet. The honor students are low GI foods because they gradually raise blood sugar levels and prolong feelings of fullness. You don't want to fail this test, so start studying those GI values. AIDS monitoring and treatment adjustments. Monitoring is more than just collecting data, it's also about utilizing that data to modify your treatment strategy. It's similar to customizing diabetes care to suit your individual needs. So let's get started and customize your fitness plan to finally defeat diabetes. Insulin and medication. Diabetes medication management. The pill stays in the picture. Like a dependable sidekick in a big-budget film, medication is essential to managing your diabetes. It helps you keep things in balance in the glycemic universe. Think of it as the Robin to your Batman. But keep in mind that every super team functions best when there's a plan in place, so make sure you and your healthcare team agree on dosages and timing. Insulin therapy, its role in treating diabetes. Consider insulin therapy as your body's own personal nanny, controlling blood sugar levels. Your body can occasionally forget to invite this important guest to the celebration, which sends your blood sugar through the roof. Insulin therapy then enters the picture, escorting glucose from your blood into your cells like a royal entry into a grand ball. But keep in mind that handling the guest list is just as important as laying out the red carpet. To find out how much insulin you need to keep the celebration going, speak with your doctor. Minimizing and maybe doing away with the need for medicine. You heard correctly. It's not a fantasy, rather, it's a possibility that could materialize with the appropriate way of living. Consider it as clearing out the disorder caused by pills from your life. Keeping up a nutritious diet, getting regular exercise, and managing weight. These all function as your magic wand, gradually reducing and perhaps even completely eliminating your need for medication. But keep in mind that this takes time, just as Rome did not get built in a day. Prepare yourself, follow your plan, and let's start the journey to a healthier you. The diabetes showdown's big gun is bariatric surgery. Have you heard of weight loss surgery? Think of it as your diabetes' Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's not only about losing weight, it's also about enhancing different metabolic states. It's like killing two birds with one stone, or, perhaps more accurately, two porgs. Success ratios and things to take into account. The tape story. Bariatric surgery success rates are as high as a cat on a hot tin roof. However, hold off on making reservations for your hospital suite just yet. Weighing the advantages and disadvantages is crucial when making any significant decision. Aside from success stories, there are things to think about like recovery time, dietary adjustments, and possible complications. You're in good hands, though, better than a bug in a rug, with an experienced medical team at your disposal. Professional medical advice, your guide through the healthcare labyrinth. It can feel like you're lost in an Escher painting when navigating the healthcare system, but that's where professional medical advice comes in. It's your Sherpa on the Everest of health decisions, your compass in the maze. Never forget that you are unique and so are all situations. Thus, make sure you and your healthcare team are always communicating to decide on the best course of action. Ultimately, achieving health is a marathon rather than a sprint. Settle in, and relish the journey. Stress management's role, it's not just a piece of cake. Greetings, sugar. Did you know that stress causes your blood sugar to rise as quickly as an Olympic sprinter in 100 meters? You can feel like you're doing everything perfectly, but then stress can enter your life like a sly fox and throw off your glucose regulation. It's the annoying antagonist in your diabetes superhero tale, and we have to put on our capes and come to the rescue. Meditation and yoga, your unknown weapons in the fight against diabetes. Let's now discuss the yin to the yang of stress, the homes to its Moriarty stress reduction practices, especially yoga and meditation. When paired with other physical activities, yoga and meditation can help lower blood sugar, ease stress, and help your body regain its equilibrium. It's similar to bringing the force into balance. Reversing diabetes and mental health, an age-old story. Now for the twist in the plot. Did you know that reversing diabetes and mental health go hand in hand? They may appear to be an odd couple at first, much like Belle and the Beast, but boy, are they connected. Not only can ongoing stress and anxiety raise blood sugar levels, but they may also make it more difficult to reverse diabetes. Let us now reverse the story, à la Cinderella. Let's dance our way to a life free of diabetes by embracing mental health awareness and getting professional assistance when necessary. Ultimately, aren't we all playing the diabetes game to achieve our happily ever after? The diabetes deterrent you didn't see coming, intermittent fasting. Let's now discuss intermittent fasting, which although it may sound like a medieval torture method is actually a modern health marvel. On this journey to reverse your diabetes, think of it as Gandalf to your Frodo. It's a little odd and mysterious, but it's really helpful. My dear Watson, insulin sensitivity is significantly impacted by intermittent fasting. Just as unexpected as Dumbledore becoming a rock star, fasting intervals help the body use insulin more effectively, which lowers blood sugar. It's as though sugar's lock is suddenly opened by your body's insulin key. Support and expert direction. The same way that Batman needs Alfred, so too does diabetes management need the advice of medical professionals. Nothing can ever fully replace the value of a healthcare provider, no matter how many self-help books you read or YouTube tutorials you watch. They act as your very own Professor Xavier, utilizing their extensive training and background to help you combat diabetes, your body's natural magnet. For guidance on what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat, you would need to consult nutritionists, dietitians, and diabetes educators. They will guide you through your gastronomic adventure and make sure you stay on course to overcome elevated blood sugar. The value of being sustainable. It's important to keep in mind that managing diabetes is more like a marathon than a sprint as you navigate this terrain. Simply long-term, steady lifestyle adjustments that have a significant impact. Like choosing to use the stairs rather than the elevator, it may not seem like much at first, but over time, you'll see improvements in your general well-being, endurance, and health. Maintaining consistency. You shouldn't miss a day of your workout or nutrition plan. Keep in mind that when and if you maintain your defenses, the battle will be simpler. Finally, let's talk about remaining watchful and preventing relapses. Even though you don't have a Captain Marvel to save the day, you still have your unwavering spirit, which is better. Soon you'll be living your best life, free of diabetes. The thing about happiness is that you only know you had it when it's gone. Don't hold off until that occurs. Take charge right now, and let's work together to build that happy, healthier future.